Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
Welcome to another episode of the Rick Castellano Show. I'm back from Aruba. Well rested, I might add. And there's not a bikini in the world that could keep me from coming back and talking to you folks. Speaking of Aruba, watch this first clip. We have Double O Thomas. I'm 006. You must be 007. Might I ask your real name?
Bond. Thomas Bond.
And where are we, sir?
In Aruba.
What are we doing in Aruba?
On a mission.
On a mission? What's the first part of our mission?
I'm gonna go win myself some money.
Double O, what are you doing?
Loading up my guns with silver bullets.
How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna go get me some werewolves.
Double O, are we in a fancy restaurant?
No, this is just for ham snacks.
Double O, who are you looking for now?
One mean Italian.
What are you drinking, Mr. Bond?
Vodka martini.
How do you like them?
Shake, not stir. I'm Thomas, and we're in Aruba. Excuse me, I gotta go make some boots.
Folks, I hope you enjoyed those clips as much as I did. Why did I enjoy it? Double O didn't just make himself a pair. He made me a pair too. My size 12. You know what they say about guys with big feet? Well, it's true. You're watching the Rick Castellano Show. Smoke 'em.
I'm Batman the Dark Knight, and you're watching the Rick Castellano Show.
Folks, oh boy, did I miss these things. Last time I had a drink and an umbrella in it. Scrumpily umptious. I said that, didn't I? Delicious. Let me have another. That's good. Castellano's got to eat, right? I ate great in Aruba. Come back. I decided to go to one of my favorite restaurants. Black and Blue. Nah. Mario's? No. Lone Star? No. McDonald's! My favorite location, too. East Henrietta Road. Beautiful young manager there named Desiree. Thank you for taking care of me and my son. Great place to go, folks. I know Michelle Obama doesn't like it. Well, at least she says she doesn't like it when she's talking to the public. But judging by the size of that platoon boat she's got behind her, she eats there and many other places. Folks, Castellano back. So do you know what that means? It's time for current events. And that means I gotta open myself up another Diet Ginger Ale. Excuse me a second, I gotta have two. Well, get started. Like I said, to get started. I'll get started. Let me get these out of the way so you can see Castellano. Folks, no, you're not watching a repeat. Gizzard, Brizard, Lizard. Mulling other top job offers. Top job offers? What? Some company looking to go bankrupt? Here we're talking about a guy that's poison. Did I say poison? Castellano, did you say poison? Yes! Poison. He came here to Rochester, and what did he do? He brought us down even lower. The graduation rate? Down. Lowering test scores? Of course, they're trying to make himself look good. Folks, this guy gave himself a raise. $50,000. And Rochester, the students in Rochester, have actually went down, way, way down. Like this guy should go someplace else. They're courting him. Let's see. Now, wait a minute. Let's not take Castellano's word for it. Let's get some facts right out of the newspaper. Democrat and Chronicle. Brizard, Gizzard, Lizard, I don't know what. I still don't know and I don't care. Jean-Claude, you goof. Mulling other top job offers, excuse me. Board member, school chief is being recruited by who? Al-Qaeda? This guy, we brought him in. We wanted to help our school district because we had one of the declining school districts in the country. And what does this guy do? Paying him top buck? He brought us even down lower. Did I mention that he's got a vote of no confidence with almost 90% of the people, of the teachers in Rochester? I don't have any confidence in him. Even the teachers don't have no confidence in him. They don't like anything this guy's doing. You know what? Castellano's going to be fair before I elaborate how much I despise this guy. One thing he wants to do, he wants to teachers to get paid on merit, on what they can accomplish. Of course, this is a conservative idea that he thinks by going a little conservative, since the country's changing back to conservatism, that'll help him. Little bit too late, old buddy. But anyway, instead of a teacher having tenure and when they have to lay off 10, 20 teachers, the teachers that been there the longest get to stay, the best teachers get to stay. If you suck at being a teacher and you're terrible and you're lazy and they got to lay somebody off, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Anyways, that's a good idea, but a little bit too late. Now let's get back to why you're a loser. Castellano, wasn't that a little bit too harsh? No. I'll explain why. Gizzard, Brizard, Lizard. Anyways, a school board member says a district's top administrator is up for at least one of the highest profile education leadership jobs in the country. Board member Van White said that he talked to Superintendent Jean-Claude Brizard. Yeah, he's probably spreading gossip because he wants people to think that he's wanted. Anyway, after hearing from several credible sources that he was being recruited by other school systems, including Boston, Chicago, Newark, New Jersey, White declined to discuss the details of the conversation, but said they discussed Brizard's future in Rochester. Bye-bye, Gizzard, Brizard. Bye-bye. Go to one of those places and bring them down. Who cares about Boston anyways? Go there. I don't care. Look, you did a terrible job. You ripped us off. With this economy, economy the way it's been the last couple of years, you give yourself a $40,000, $50,000 raise. For what? For what? For doing a poor job? You're terrible. Bye-bye, good riddance. Take one of the jobs. If not, I'll pay you to leave. And one other thing I gotta tell you, smoke them. Get over here. Take a seat. What exactly are you doing?
Ed told me to get the tape. These tapes from the Castellano vault.
Well, there's one thing I gotta say. You're a dirty little girl.
What?
I mean your hands.
Oh.
If you went in a vault, I know you had to search around.
Okay.
Now, why exactly did you get these?
Well, Ed, the producer, told me to get the old tapes from the Castellano show.
The producer told you to.
Yeah.
My show, I got nothing to do with it. The producer tells you to go get the tapes and you do it. You bother asking me? No. Well, I'll tell you what. Do you think anybody wants to see this old stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be nice.
I'll do one better. I'm gonna put it in your court. If people write in, call in, email me, throw arrows, I don't know what, they do smoke signals, and they don't like it, it's on your head.
Okay.
You heard it, folks. The Rick Castellano show is gonna go in his vault and show some old clips. Samantha here, and the producer, you goof, said that they'd like to play it. See what you think. Call. Tell me what you think. And believe me, there'll be plenty of heads to roll if you don't like him. If you like him, it was my idea all the time. You're watching the Rick Castellano show. Samantha opens early bid for a new term. Let's see. President Obama, how did he do in his first term? Excuse me a second. Before I go to my Obama impersonation, let me have a little Diet Ginger Ale. Oh. This is what Obama's got to do before he's got to go to bed at night. And a lot more than this. A lot stronger. Anyway, getting back to the story. Obama opens early bid for a new term. Let's talk about his first term. Folks, I'm going to close Guantanamo Bay. Are my lips purple enough yet? Are my ears big enough? Oh, I'm going to close Guantanamo Bay. It's recruiting for Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is growing. People signing up right and left because we have Guantanamo Bay. Reality? Folks, we're going to have to keep Guantanamo Bay open because I have no other place else to put them. We're going to try these people in civilian court in New York City. They must be brought to justice. We'll bring them there. We'll show them. We'll show these people just how justice system works. Well, Mr. Obama, we saw how that worked with the gentleman that blew up our ship the SS Cole? What happened? We brought him to trial. And what happened? Innocent of all charges. Why, Mr. Obama? Well, because in a civil court, where he gets all the rights of American, they can't use any of the knowledge or any of the facts because we're treated as American citizens, which they're not. They're terrorists. They're enemies of our country. Anyway, guilty. It should have been guilty, should have been executed. They got one charge against him. Conspiracy. But he killed many U.S. soldiers. And what did he get? Found not guilty of all charges except one. Conspiracy to commit. So he's in jail for the rest of his life, probably in some federal prison with his legs up, watching cable and playing tennis. Because of you, you goof! Anyway, what happened, Obama? You're going for a second term, so what'd you decide to do? Eric Holder, tell the people, because we don't need this during our second term, coming back and slapping us in the face, that we're going to go back to the military tribunals like George Bush said. See, George Bush, isn't he the guy that is dumb? Isn't he the guy that's clueless? Isn't he, according to the Democrats, one of the worst presidents of the United States? Personally, myself, I like some things about George. Some things that you would have heard if I had the show back then. Believe me, you would have heard. But anyway, he was ridiculed by the media. Why? Because of Guantanamo Bay. We're going to leave it open. Imagine that. About military tribunals. No, we got to be brought to justice. You backtracked on that too. Then you got savoir-faire Eric Holder. Well, it's against my better judgment. I think it could have worked. I did this and that. It's just because. Do you realize, you insect, that your own people, Charles Schumer. I'm Charles Schumer. I'm a crook. But you can't have no trials in New York City. No, because you worry about, because everybody, all the public opinion was against it. So Schumer, you're nothing but a politician. All you care about is you knew that people didn't want the trial in New York City. So even though you're a Democrat, you said no way. That's one of the people, Mr. Savoir-faire, Eric Holder. You don't want to do it. It should be done in civilian court. Listen, you goof! We already seen what happened in one trial in civilian court. Not guilty of all counts. So you're a loser, and you're a liar, and you're one of the worst attorney generals we ever had. Did I remind you that you're supposed to care about everybody? When the Black Panther thing came up and they were intimidating people at the polls? You don't even say this behind closed doors. You say it out loud. Well, we're not going to prosecute the Black Panthers for intimidating people with nightsticks and stuff like that in the Philadelphia thing, because black people have been held back for. Listen, I'm not saying things didn't happen bad in the past. Castellano, honestly, if I would have been there, I would have did something about it, because I don't like it either. But this is the year 2011. We got basketball players and football players. We got some sports where there's more black people in than anything. You know, nobody cares. More white people are going to the games, the basketball games, than anybody. I believe, for the most part, I'm not saying there's no racism anymore, but it's not as big as people like to tell us. But anyways, Eric Holder, he's not going to prosecute these guys because of all the things that black people have been through. Well, that's pretty good if you're going to be a community activist. But if you're going to be the Attorney General of the United States, everybody gets treated the same. Savoir-faire! You goof! So anyway, let's see. Guantanamo Bay. Did the little double take, the sidestep. Military. You're going to try people in New York. Changed your mind. You won a Nobel Peace Prize. You're in office for 1 or 2 months, and you won a Peace Prize. And what happened? You got 3 wars going on. One did you help start? The Libya conflict. We got a coalition of nations that wanted to get involved. They wanted France, of all nations, France, cowards. Anyway, He didn't just jump aboard. You said, well, they just wanted to have a no-fly zone up. You said, not only do I want a no-fly zone, Gaddafi must go. That's what I think of you. Too bad, I don't care.